Welcome to Amazon Sellers News on Monday, July 22nd, 2019. As we are getting towards the end of Q3, going to lead into Q4, and Amazon Sellers, you need to know the latest information to avoid suspensions and how we get your accounts back as quickly as possible. Okay, suspension update. Seller policies and seller code of conduct suspensions are way up. I believe it's part of a weeding out process going into Q4. It has to deal with, and this is the email you'll receive if you get this: adhere to all applicable laws and abide by all Amazon policies. Maintain current account information. Never misrepresent yourself. Always act in a manner that ensures a trustworthy experience to Amazon. Blah, blah, blah. If you get one of these suspensions, you have to do a deep dive into your entire account, your entire how you do business, the entirety of how you do business, and identify what is Amazon's problem with your account. Address it in a concise, persuasive plan of action. They're easy to get reinstated most of the time, but you really need to do a really good deep dive and describe what you did to identify the problem, put it in a POA, get your account back. Second breaking news story: private label brands and hijackers. And again, every time I'm trying to get you guys to watch these videos to the end to share and like it. So please wait to the end of this video. I'm going to talk about sellers' leverage that sellers have against brands. Private label brands and hijackers, what we're starting to see are hijackers doing a more coordinated effort to take over your listings and take over your sales. First, they will jump onto your listing and start selling knockoffs of your product. Then they will alter your detail page, and then they're going to make an IP complaint against you. We've been very successful at addressing these types of suspensions. You need to show that, one, you are the brand. Number two, show Amazon what the listing looked like before it was hijacked. And number three, show who's now stealing your sales. You follow these steps, reinstatements are happening quickly, and also we're getting rid of the hijackers. The problem with hijackers, they come back and it's like a whack-a-mole type of problem. It's an ongoing cost of doing business, but if you have a successful product, it might be well worth your time to continuously address this to keep the sales for yourself. Third breaking news story: review manipulation suspensions, and more importantly, review manipulation winning plans of action. Dana Rodriguez, one of our killer paralegals, has won one of these last week. It was a really difficult case. These are possible to win. A lot of these suspensions are coming from the use of outside vendors, where it's not the vendor doing something wrong, it's the seller putting something wrong in the email. Leading buyers to only leave positive reviews is a big no-no. Leading them to different places to leave reviews, whether it's positive or negative, is a big no-no. We can win these. They are difficult, and I wanted to report review manipulation success on reinstatements. Fourth news story of the day: bundling and unbundling suspensions. I talked about this a bit last week. I think it was Tuesday and Thursday. One was first unbundling products and then selling them individually, and next on Thursday was bundling products. Now, if you're not delivering the consumer exactly what the brand delivers, you are not under the first Sale Doctrine's protections, and you could be subject to a totally valid trademark complaint. So be careful, watch the products, watch the forums, see which brands are making complaints, and then make good business decisions whether you want to proceed with bundling or unbundling. Okay, last story of the day: leverage over IP complainants. Leverage over IP complainants. If rights owners are making complaints against you, you have leverage. Sellers have rights. If the complaint is absolutely baseless and it's counterfeit, you have legal claims under tortious interference with contract and under defamation, and you can use the defamation claim or the interference with contract claim as a way of strong-arming that brand to retract the complaints. Rushing to court is almost always a bad idea unless you are losing tons of money every single week, and you can show your damages, and you can show that the only source of your suspension was that baseless complaint. If that fits you, I want to hear from you, and we do want to go after the brands, but I want sellers all over the world to know that you have leverage over brands who make false complaints against you, okay? Use those legal theories to compel those brands to withdraw their complaints. Now, that is the breaking news for today, Monday, July 22nd, 2019. Also, I want to ask you to share this video and like this video. It helps us, it helps get the word out to sellers around the world. It helps us teach sellers how to help themselves. And also now, on every single Saturday at 9 a.m., every Saturday at 9 a.m. we have a new show, a new program. It's called Great News for Sellers, and it features not just me, but my incredible son, Max Rosenbaum, every Saturday morning, 9 a.m., Great News for Sellers. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow morning with breaking news for Amazon sellers, and if you could also answer our questions on what news is the most useful for you, we will pivot and deliver what you need. Okay, share and like this video, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Amazon Sellers News.